First rates on your screen, and the first rates on your screen are Arcom up by about 0.5%. First, actually, let me just pick up the large movers which are coming up on my screen. Axis Bank is off to a good start. 3i Infotech is off to a good start. Steel Authority is up by 2%, and then you've got a 2-3% uptick which is clearly visible in Suzlon. Ashok Leyland also is trending up very, very smartly. In terms of the volume movers, while you've got Biocon is reacting to the news. First 30 seconds in the transaction in Biocon, it stands at about 8 crore. Mahindra & Mahindra post, because of the QIP effect, 445 there. And then you've got Tata Motors, which is up by about 0.5%. Ahead of the deal, DLF is also trending up very smartly. As we speak, DLF now stands at 236 rupees.
Oh yes, indeed. So be mindful of the move on DLF. We'll also look at some of the momentum plays. Some bulk deals, and yesterday Nomura bought into McLeod Russell. We told you first that, and let's see whether McLeod Russell is still seeing a pickup there. The purchase price of that deal was 205 rupees per share. The stock is at 240 and still looking strong. Let's see how that spills into trade for other tea stocks, Harrison's Malayalam and Jayashree Tea, because they've also been seeing an uptick. Zydus Wellness and Bearing India, PE has sold about 5 lakh shares at a price of 910 per share. Zydus Wellness is holding out in this session. Reliance Capital Trustees bought that piece. Asian Granito, and there's been some exchange of hands at the business as well for the business too this morning. So about 1% higher for Asian Granito, 513. Lots of actually fund actions. I just want to highlight that. You saw some traction of Apollo Hospitals yesterday because of the MSCI rejig and entry into the small cap index. So Apollo Hospitals was active yesterday. There's Agrotech Foods, where there's been some HNI related buying. 2 lakh shares, small piece there. But even so, Petronet LNG, this one also got introduced or was added in the MSCI Global Index. But there's been some exchange of shares for Petronet LNG, which keeps it sideways. In the meantime, M&M, and you have UBS Capital Market Asia buying a few shares there. So I don't know whether there's been a sentimental reaction to that piece. Capacitate Infra and Societe Generale has bought about 21 lakh shares at a price of 417, which is why the stock is up 2%. And we've already been telling you about Vakrangi because of the MSCI rejig. There's been some traction there too. Okay, coming down now to individual names, I want to bring up the HDFC group of stocks. HDFC, primarily the group company first, HDFC Bank, HDFC Life, and then all that talk about approving the OFS for HDFC AMC in the IPO. That's something that will keep the entire segment in focus. Then M&M Financial, the QIP floor price has been laid at about 439 rupees per share. They have to look at raising close to 1100 crores, so that will keep M&M Financial in focus as well. MCX have completed one settlement cycle in options contract on gold futures. That would of course bring in some more revenue from that segment of the market. So MCX is a high of about 1%. I'm scanning through a whole host of names and some good news coming in the pharma sector. Laurus Labs gets maiden tentative approval from the US FDA for one of their key drugs. I don't know whether Laurus Labs is picking it up in the session, but it is 3% higher. Should mark Reliance Power after a while executes a pact with a company in Bangladesh for a special project, power facility of 750 megawatts. So that'll keep Reliance Power in focus as well. And then you have Bank of Baroda, where LIC has reduced its stake to 5.2% from 7.2%. So be mindful of the move in LIC this morning too. Of course, the one that is in focus is on Bank of Baroda rather, more than anything else. LIC is not listed. LIC Housing should come up on your screens.